Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy iVolt and welcome to a Dragon Ball The Breakers video. So basically we are about, I think 5.5 hours away from the first closed beta test. I accidentally found out I got into it. I just applied on one of my emails and it was in my spam folder, which is hilarious. But I wanted to talk about this data mine. So we've got a few, I guess, of these raiders here. So we actually have, funnily enough, I want to start from the bottom. So, we've already had Frieza, Cell, and Boo on the actual, cover and stuff, or the teasers, or whatever. But you've got, Evil Boo, Innocent Boo, you've got Spopovich, you've got Frieza. And I'm wondering if for Frieza, because we've only had, Frieza starts off in his, a larvae form, and then he goes into his, imperfect form, semi-perfect form, and then perfect form. So that'd be like 4 forms, right? So what if each character has like 4 forms here? So maybe Frieza starts off in his base form, goes into his I don't know if they'd have like second form or third form, because Xenoverse 2 I don't think had any of those if I remember correctly. So he'd probably have like his first form, or maybe he'd start off in his little floating chair and then he'd go into his first form like properly, and then final form, and then his full power form. So that's the only 4 things I can think of, unless they end up adding like a third form or second form. I don't know if they would. Let me know in the comments below. Also, thank you so much for your support on the channel. I truly do appreciate it. We're on the road to 200k. I almost said 100k. And also check out my second channel, iVoltX, where I do Marvel content. It's on fire over there. It's dope. So yeah, just thank you so much. I have to plug myself real quick because I am my own sponsor, you feel me? But yeah, so I think Spopovich, the way they're going to work is, I think Spopovich is going to be here, and then he's going to pop into... So if you think about it, because 4 forms, right? So you'd have like Spopovich, then he'd go into the Innocent Boo, then the Evil Boo, and then Kid Boo, right? It would make sense if that's the way it went, because it makes no sense for him to be like Super Boo or Boo Tanks, because you don't have any of those characters there. So I think that would be cool. I think I might be on point with that, you feel me? So let me know. I'm really excited for this. And then we've also got a guide on how to start playing. So I'm going to go over this whole thing. There is a lot to unpack here, so I'm going to go all the way up top here. And yeah, this is what I was talking about here. You know how they've got Kid Boo, and you got Frieza here, and then you've also got Cell. So that is quite interesting. So I'm going to start off. How to start Dragon Ball The Breaker. So thanks for joining this closed beta test. You're very welcome. You will play an in-development version of the game, which you can expect bugs and glitches. Feedbacks from this closed beta test is planned to be integrated in the final game, expected to be released next year. So we already know when these sessions are. First session is 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. CET, and then session 2. So this is the same day. We've got 3 sessions today, and then 1 more session tomorrow. So that's going to be awesome. While the closed beta test will be happening on PC, the game will be released on PS4, Xbox One, the Switch, and PC. And then you've got compatibility for PS5 and Xbox Series X, but we're not going to have the separate versions that are upgraded, right? So the summary here are control, survival normal, the dragon change, the raider, game area, gameplay objectives, and then, raider, survival rules, and matchmaking. So this is the controls here. This game is best played with the controller. I have the controls for survivors and raiders. So we've got the survivor normal here. So I think one of the best ways to show this off is literally to just go through here. So you've got the emote, left trigger is emote stamp, signal raider item is left bumper, left stick here to, move. You activate your skills with the D-pads. You can place Dragon Balls by pressing in the left and right, not bumpers, the boys, and then the right joystick is to, you push the joysticks and press the Dragon Ball, or to place the Dragon Ball, control the camera with the right joystick. Shift button is right bumper, so I guess that's to shift your form, and then, you hide by right trigger. So, and then you got Y to interact or hold, or, right bumper to hold, and then Y is also to use items. Shoot, punch, radar is with a square or X button. And then it shows you here, you know, hold. I'll have everything linked in the description. We've just gotten over this. B is to dodge, roll ahead. A is to climb a wall. So that's cool. When you're a quarter attacked, use your items and skills to escape. Okay, and then you've got the dragon change here. So you can cancel your transformation with right trigger, emote and stamp with the left trigger, signal radar item, left bumper, you know, the usual stuff here. This is, you know, when you dragon changed. You press X to rush. It's a short range attack, a long range attack. And then if you hold right bumper plus X, you get a special attack. You press B to dodge, usable in the air. And then you tilt with your left moving joystick in direction to opponent to active vanish. And then you hold right bumper and B to item exchange. In the air, double press A to swoop down, and then you just press A to fly. So that's pretty dope, actually. The red frame represents the controls that changes during transformation. You can reduce the stamina of the raider and obstruct and slow it down by using special attacks. And then you have the raider, so you have the custom voice here with left trigger, use special move with left bumper, start to check your location, right trigger to hide as well, because you'll probably be sneaking around as well to find them. Right bumper is your special move. Ultimate special move can be used when the evolution status is at level 4. So I assume, yeah, like I was saying earlier, there's 4 stages here. So I think that Spopovich is going to be part of Majin Buu, which would make sense, you know, he was reviving him and stuff. Y is to interact with objects. X is short, long range attacks. B is to dodge. Raiders have a fast movement speed and can fly. Only Cell Larva cannot use hiding, key, special moves, interactions besides to finish off long range attacks, vanish, move, and flight. However, Cell can jump and climb walls. That is interesting. And then we got some game areas here. The level available in the closed beta test is the Cell map, which is made of 6 areas. When a raider evolves, it has the opportunity to destroy an area, making the map smaller as the time passes. So I think this might be the area that we have, yeah. And then you've got the little map here as well. It looks beautiful, man. I will say, like, it looks like it's using Xenoverse 2 assets, but dude, if this was the Xenoverse 2 stage, my god, this would be so damn beautiful. Like, look at that cell area there, dude. It's so good looking. It's so good looking. Gameplay objectives. So now we've got the game pits 7 survivors against a raider. I love that because it's 7, you know, the classic number, like also 7 Dragon Balls and all that. Players can decide if they would prefer to be a raider or a survivor. So the raider's objective is to prevent the survivors from escaping the map, and there's several ways to do that. And that is by eliminating all the survivors. If a raider eliminates all the survivors, it will be a complete victory. However, the raider doesn't have to defeat all the players to win. If a raider destroys the time machine or the startup system, the super time machine becomes unusable. However, it doesn't mean victory just yet. The raider will have to destroy an escape time machine to seal its victory. Higher number of points are awarded depending on the number of survivors eliminated. Evolution. So raiders will evolve through the game. Stuff, for example, will start as a larva and will need to raise his evolution gauge to reach its first form, second form, and perfect form by defeating and absorbing survivors and civilians NPCs. With each evolution, the raider gains more power and new skills become available. So it makes sense. Raiders have active and passive skills to help them in battle. Active and passive skills have no effect until activated. They can range from being able to detect survivors with the key detection to powerful skills to be able to fight and defeat them. Passive skills are always active during the battle with a continuous effect. So basically like perks from Dead by Daylight. They vary depending on the raider fight. Ultimate special attack, it can be used in the final form of each raider and is a very powerful attack that can change the course of the game. So for example, can use the perfect Kamehameha, which hits everything in a straight line. So, you know, pretty standard stuff like in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And then we've got the survivors here. The goal of the survivors is to escape the temporal seam while avoiding the raider. And there's several ways to do this. So how to escape. So survivors can escape from the battlefield by activating the super time machine. In order to activate the super time machine, they must protect the startup system, which appears in the middle of the map for a certain amount of time. If survivors are able to defend the startup system until the activation is complete, the power of the super time machine will fix the temporal seam and allow them to escape from the battlefield. Power keys and startup systems. In order for the startup system to appear, survivors must first set the power keys. There is one power key hidden in each of the 6 areas. Survivors must find and place it in a specific location. If all power keys are set, then the startup system will appear. Survivors will need to activate the startup system until it calls out the super time machine. The more power keys are set, the less time it will take to defend the startup system. When an area is destroyed after the power keys have been set, it doesn't alter their function. However, the key or the destroyed area hasn't been set, this will reduce the number of power keys, making the startup system longer to activate. So that's pretty handy for the raider to destroy that. Super time machine and escape machine. Once the startup system is activated, survivors can escape from the field by using the super time machine. If the startup system is destroyed, survivors will not be able to activate the super time machine. But the game will not be over just yet. Beacons will appear on the map to call out the escape time machine, and each player will have to try escaping. However, only one escape time machine can be called at a time on the map. This escape time machine can be used to escape either alone or with other survivors. If an escape time machine is destroyed, it cannot be called again. If survivors fail to escape with the time limit expires, it's game over for them. So, pretty standard stuff. Transfers and dragon change. Damn, that looks sick here. Survivors can equip up to 3 transfers which contain the souls of super warriors. Dragon change allows the survivors to temporarily acquire abilities a super warrior would have. Also like the time patrol logo there on the cube here. This ability can be activated by collecting a given amount of change power on the map, thus giving the power of a super warrior to a survivor. Even if dragon change can help, raiders will still overpower survivors even in this form, making the technique only a temporary countermeasure. Transfers can be set with 3 different levels. The higher the level, the higher the power of the super warrior will be, but more change power will be consumed in order to activate the skill. The skill needs to be used strategically to make the most of it. So, we've got skills and items. So, items can be found while looting the time patrol or emergency supply boxes scattered around the map. Active skills can be used to help survivors stay alive in a very hostile environment. For example, the Saiyan pod remote can be used to board a pod and land anywhere on the map, though it takes time to call and can injure you if you're standing at the landing point. Other skills such as change let survivors transform into a random object, trying to avoid the raider, or solar flare that temporarily blinds the raider, giving survivors an opportunity to escape a trigger situation. So the solar flare reminds me of the flashlight from Dead by Daylight. Change, nothing really. I mean, that's obviously unique to this game. Various items can be found around the map, each with various uses. Weapons can be used to directly shoot the raider. Vehicles help players moving quicker on the map, and radars help to find items such as power keys. So these are 3 examples. I assume you can also find the dragon radar for the Dragon Balls. Yep, like that. That looks sick. Look at him chilling here. Man, I'm excited to play this, dude. Dragon Balls. Among the many items to help survivors escape, Dragon Balls can be found while exploring. However, raiders can also summon a Wish to Shenron, wishing either to be healed or raise their evolution level by 1. Oh, only by 1? Once the 7 Dragon Balls have been found and placed on Shenron's altar, legendary dragon can be summoned, granting a wish to the survivors. The wish can be either to raise the dragon change power of the survivors, making the wish to level 4, or raise the power of all allies. Level 4 dragon change, also called ultimate dragon change, can only be obtained by summoning Shenron and gives the power that matches the final form of a raider. So I feel like this would be one of the quickest ways, and I wonder if people are going to find like ways to cheese this, could be pretty hilarious if Cell isn't in its final form. You just get the Dragon Balls, go level 4 dragon change and just beat his ass. And have everyone else also go into that level 1 to assist, or even like just summon. In order to succeed, survivors, so this is for the corporation, in order to succeed, survivors can rescue their downed allies in order to avoid them being defeated or worse, absorbed. Signal feature, this feature can be used to allow the survivors crucial info like power keys, or let them know about power keys, setup devices at the raider's location. Startup system, this is a key moment to use all the skills, cooperation, and countermeasures available to ensure the activation of the super time machine and success in the survivor's ranks. So matchmaking with your friends using a room key, share the room key number, upper right of the screen to who you want to invite. Imagine 4 of us Dragon Ball YouTubers just teamed up. That'd be sick, dude. Oh my god, that's such a good video idea too. Enter the room key, and then, yep, confirming all your friends have entered the room, start matching, pressing the Y button. And then start normal matching, the rest of the slots will be filled by random people. So, Yep, there we go, guys. This is really all there is to cover. I hope you guys got into the beta. If you did, let me know, and let me know if you're excited. I mean, I've got the beta open right now, by the way. I've been meaning to show this. Like, it's just chilling here in the background. It's just the game server is undergoing maintenance right now because it's not up, because it'll be up in about like what 5 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. But yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know if you're excited for this. I'll be trying to stream this here when it starts, so in about 5 hours maybe. And yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day. Hit the notifications, check out another video, subscribe to my second channel as well. Links in the description, and peace.